Good morning, everybody. This is Diggs. It's another beautiful day out here in the Pacific Northwest, and a lot of you have been wanting me to do a video on hacking because there is currently what may not necessarily be considered hacking, but exploits going on in the game right now that are causing people a lot of grief. So let's go ahead and talk about this. Let's talk about some of the reasons behind it, and let's go ahead and dig in. So the footage you have playing in the background right now is actually from Lava Valley last night. A player by the name of Giratoriba from Jade Leo was using these movement abilities against me, and we fought him multiple times throughout the night, almost entirely winning every single time. But it's a great showcase of what a lot of people are considering movement hacks or hacking in the game. There's a couple of other examples that I've seen. You can see right here on the screen, he just swoops across and you see him just keep moving, teleporting, going faster than he should be able to. And of course, he can't get out of things like Big Suck. But this is what a lot of people are seeing, and a lot of people are concerned about this giving an unfair advantage in Lava Valley, which in this case, it didn't really give an unfair advantage because we still killed him all the time. But also two, in terms of scoring content, right? If you're able to stay close to an enemy, hit them for longer, like in the Genie Challenge event right now, and then quickly move out and move back in, you are going to be able to get a higher score and potentially eke out a top 10 reward. So all of these things are definitely legitimate concerns. We actually got a hold of this person and we did talk to them. So they actually showed up on stream. Someone did know him from Jade Leo, and I do just want to talk a little bit about what he talked about and kind of talked about how this works. Many of you, if you do kind of look for this, you can find how to do this. In this particular situation, he was using a macro program in order to kind of lock abilities so that he could almost nonstop roll, is my understanding of it. But then the abilities and the roll all get canceled out, so he could just keep doing it and doing it and doing it. And when we were talking to him, he said it doesn't violate the terms of service because you need to be able to have access to macro programs for people who may be handicapped playing the game. And I understand there is a large amount of the population, particularly in my own Discord, where people are playing a lot of gacha games and mobile games with disabilities because of the auto feature in the game, right? Accessibility to games has been a big topic of conversation over the last couple of years. People being able to play games with disabilities has, made or breaked a few games, games that offer colorblind mode, etc., etc. So the way that this player kind of justified it is he was kind of working on this macro program to help people with disabilities. Now, I think a lot of the times, that's probably not true. I think a lot of the times if you're seeing this in Southeast Asia server or on America server, you're not seeing this because someone's trying to be altruistic from the bottom of their heart. Genuinely, I think they are doing it to try and get an unfair advantage. And I think that's where Netmarble needs to kind of step in. I think Netmarble does need to kind of address these macroers out there. I have macroed in other games, and I think for a lot of games, macroing is almost required in the mobile market, particularly if you're thinking about, repeating a task over and over and over again. It's pretty common. But with Ni no Kuni, I don't think it's really that needed. And I definitely don't think using a macro to bypass the normal movement restrictions of a character is a good thing, especially when you can, for example, fly out of multiple AoEs, outspeed other characters, dodge multiple characters. It's just not a good recipe. And no matter how altruistic you're trying to be with it, if you were really altruistic with it, you wouldn't be in Lava Valley all night long with it. You wouldn't be developing it for those people with disabilities. It not only mocks those people that have disabilities that are trying to play games, But it's also candidly like pretty frustrating that you would even try and classify it that way. So I don't think this is what we would standardly call hacking. I understand there's other things we can do besides macroing the game, such as modifying DAT files and such in order to modify your character's speed, are things that I've heard about as well. But this is definitely the best documented case I've seen on the North American server. And I do know that on Southeast Asia, they have been experiencing this quite a bit because a lot of you guys have been messaging me and sharing videos with me. And I am sorry, I don't know what I can do about the situation. I can definitely call on Netmarble to do something. I think just making this video and kind of bringing to light, you know, what people are doing, how they're exploiting the game, will hopefully help, because I'm sure they have a method of, you know, identifying these people. It's just whether or not they'll take action. And in our conversations on stream last night, there were people who said they have reported these types of people multiple times and that Netmarble hasn't done anything. And if that's true, it's really sad to me. A lot of the times I think we say we report people and then nobody actually reports them. Not to call anybody out from the stream last night. I just think, you know, it takes quite a length of time and effort to actually report people properly to Netmarble. So I doubt, you know, the amount of people that say they're going to do it are going to do it, right? So I'm just curious. I'm curious right now. It doesn't necessarily infuriate me because, as you can see, we literally obliterated this player every single time we ran into them last night. But it does make me angry that they try and classify it as, you know, we're helping people with disabilities. We're gonna, you know, that's a load of bullshit. 100%. You know, as someone who has talked to and worked with players in my Discord who have disabilities, that's just a full-on load of shit. So thank you so much for watching, everybody. I hope this addressed what you all wanted me to talk about. If you want me to go more in detail in this, I can. Please leave a comment down below. If you guys think there's a solution, you know, feel free to put it in the comments below, and have a great rest of your day.